So, as a story, I'll tell you the story now, and it's about a time that I messed up really badly on tour. And what it was, we were off on our first headline tour of the UK. We just released our first album. And it's a proper big deal for us. And I decided I wanted to, up my stage show a little bit. So I decided I wanted to learn how to spin my guitar. And if you've never seen someone spin their guitar, it kind of is what it sounds like. You throw the guitar over your shoulder and the momentum brings it back round and you catch it.
Almost like a hula hoop.
I mean, slightly more cool than that, yeah. Okay, that, but cooler. And so the entire month before the tour, I was out in my back garden, surrounded by mattresses and pillows, trying to learn how to do it, so I didn't break my goddamn guitar. Trying to learn how to do this. And basically, there is a trick to it. Would you like to know what the trick is?
Yeah.
Well, good.
Don't do it.
That's the next thing I got to tell you, or else the story doesn't work. You've just got to throw it really hard.
Okay.
You got to commit to it. You've got to throw it hard, and the momentum whips it right back round. It looks wicked, seriously. And I was like, okay, right, I know how to do it now. When am I going to do it in the set? And our very last song was our most popular song, and there was a bit, like a little breakdown bit before the very final bit that was the most metal bit of the entire set. And I was like, I'm going to do it there. So I'm going to do an audio demonstration now. It would have gone, duh, spin, digga, 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 digga. So there you go. That's how it would have gone. First night, I was super nervous because I was like, oh no, what if it goes wrong? What if I don't throw it hard enough? But of course, adrenaline, throw it really hard, whips right back round, looks amazing. Next night, do it all the way through until the last night, which is our hometown gig. Biggest crowd of the entire tour. Get to the end, duh, spin. I'm looking around. And I'm like, yeah. What had happened was, I had practiced so much that the leather had worn away on my strap.
Oh no.
All right. And instead of spinning my guitar, I just
it.
threw it really hard. Remember that part? Really hard into a wall. So I was like, oh no, what do I do? So I had two options. Do I run off stage crying? It was actually quite tempting. Or do I fix the experience in the experience? So within a split second, I ran forward and dived majestically like a swan into the crowd. They caught me. Thank God. I know. And I got crowd surfed into the mosh pit. Do you know what a mosh pit is?
I do. I'm a bit of a metalhead myself.
Ooh. So, for your listeners, would you like to explain what a mosh pit is?
It's a bunch of crazy lunatics, normally covered in mud, mashing into each other at rock concerts.
That's one way to describe it. I like to say it's when your music is so melodic and beautiful that it makes you want to punch your friends in the face.
It inspires that kind of reaction in your fans.
Violence from your soul. Yeah, that's what a mosh pit is. So I got in there and had a great time. And to this day, people still tell me that was their favourite gig of ours that they ever went to. As far as they were concerned, I became overcome with heavy metal passion, threw my guitar and dived in the crowd. But of course, we all know what actually happened. But the big part of this was it's all about empowerment. I didn't have to go and ask our manager to go and ring the record label to see if I had permission to dive into the crowd.
Sure.
I didn't have to do that because I was empowered. I knew what needed to happen to fix the experience in the experience, and that's what I did. And I think we need to take more of a view like that in our companies. Learn to fix the experience in the experience. Don't wait for the complaint. Fix the thing that has gone wrong before the customer even has a chance to complain. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like Ozzy with the bat, right? I mean, yeah. You take something that you weren't necessarily expecting. We have to plan for unexpected occurrences and for, a breakdown in the process at some point. And when it happens, just make the best of it and fix it. You're absolutely right with that crazy, insane rock analogy.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, there is a nice little 4-step sort of framework that you can use, which I'll share with you now. It's identify, monitor, communicate, compensate. So what that means is, beforehand, work to identify the things that happen in your experiences that cause dissatisfaction. You've probably already got this data, whether it's through social media interactions, whether it's through feedback that you've done, whether it's through complaints. If you don't have that, go out and get it. Understand the things that actually cause dissatisfaction in your experiences. Then, once you know that, monitor the experience in the experience for when these things happen. Once you notice that something has happened, communicate to your customer that you know something has gone wrong and that you're on it, and then compensate. It doesn't necessarily have to be a monetary compensation, but basically put it right. Some sort of monetary compensation does go a long way towards changing how someone feels about a given situation. Or it could be free tickets, or it could be a refund, it could be whatever, but just put it right. So identify the things that cause dissatisfaction, monitor the experience for when they happen. When they happen, communicate to the customer that you know it's happened and you're on it, and then put it right.
Oh, that's great.